Hi everyone, this is section 5, lesson 4. Today the lesson was a benefit of time seasons. And we were talking in the main lesson video about like the seasons of our lives and God planting seeds of his promise into us, and over time he waters those seeds of promise and they bear fruit. The promise comes about and we see the promise fulfilled in our life in the way that God wanted it to be, the way God intended it to be fulfilled in us at the right time, his time, during that whole process, like the seasons we go through to get to that point. I really feel like this season's thing's really important to get through and to really understand the kind of ebbs and flows. There's a book that's coming up in the book of Benjamin Kareth that I'm really excited to write, and it's called The Unforced Rhythms of Grace. And how there's like rhythms, like as Christians, as we walk with the Lord, there's like these rhythms to the journey. I can look back in the last 6.5 years and there's like a rhythm, like a gentle rhythm of the Lord working on my soul and sanctification and what he was dealing with me in, and then he'd like pour into me and then he'd pour out, and he'd work on this and he'd work on that, and he'd help me grow in this area, and he would correct me in that area, and he would instruct me in this area, and then he would test me. And there was like these unforced rhythms of his grace pouring into my life. Nothing was forced, nothing was ill-fitting, nothing was out of place. God was just very steadily working on all of my rough edges, softening my heart of stone and putting in a heart of flesh. Just over time, God's very patiently working towards his ultimate goal in our lives of making us like more and more like Jesus, from glory to glory. That's expression of seasons. It says that the righteous will be like they're like the rising of the sun, where the sky is getting brighter and brighter until like the perfect day. And I love that. And I'm in, that speaks of seasons as well, right? Like seasons of God working with us, and it's unforced rhythms of his grace working in our lives to accomplish his purposes as we seek him diligently every day, as we pray and we ask to do his will, and we lay ourselves down and we pick up our cross and we follow after Jesus and we walk the narrow road. God just does these things in us, and we don't even see, it says they didn't even see the footprints of God's feet walking across the Red Sea when he parted it. Just that we don't see the mysteries. The God's way that God works in us and through us is all mystery. It's all mystery. And to really walk with God, you have to walk in mystery, because he hides himself in darkness. That just means he's, he dwells in unapproachable light. Like he's so set apart and so holy and so separate from us and so different and so unique that to walk with him, you have to really step away from everything and embrace the mystery of the rhythms of his grace in the seasons of your life.